Welcome back, fake sports fans. Well, the Jays kept their season alive and staved off elimination with a Game 4 extra innings win. Now they need to do it again, as they send Shane Bieber to the mound to go up against Logan Gilbert. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. And as always, we play with quick counts on for a fast-paced game.
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners.
And now, please welcome your
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Mariners.
Coming up on the first pitch, and our pitcher tonight, Logan Gilbert.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Ready to go. Here's Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
In the air to left center. Rosarena after it. He's got it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That one not close, and that's ball 3. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it, hauls it in for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
2 outs, bases empty.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
On the ground. In plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. Back here with my pal Siggy and today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's in the dirt. In the air, left field, down the line. Snags it on the run. And there's one away. Down to number 2 hitter, Brian Bliss. The pitch. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And it remains 2-2. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Bieber with the strikeout.
Batting third.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Out to short. Throws to first, and Tucker is retired. And that is that. Game 5 of the
Leading off the field,
ALCS.
the left fielder,
Now the
number
left
24,
fielder, Christian Yelich.
Yelich.
Check swing, he held up. 2-1.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in game, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
The third baseman,
So up next,
number 6,
David Fry.
David Fry.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rodriguez sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. And here is Lawrence Butler. And that one ripped to left. Rosarena makes the catch. And that is that. Back in Seattle.
Leading up
And now
for
it's
the
Julio
Mariners,
Rodriguez.
the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Now here is Jose Miranda. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. He's in there.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos on the ground right side. And it goes just foul. Good eye in that spot.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Hit on the ground to short. Win. On to first. That's 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd. And the batter now, Cal Raleigh.
The catcher.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Lifted in the air now the left side. It's going to fall for a hit. Miranda coming around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Two runs across in the inning here in Game 5 of the ALCS. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Moreno makes the grab. And that is that. All set for the
Leading
start
off
of the
for the
inning.
Blue Jays,
And now for the
the catcher,
Jays,
Gabriel
Gabriel Moreno.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Vic Caratini at the plate.
The designated hitter, Victor Caratini.
One down, base is empty.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Liner, caught at second. Two down, base is empty. Mason Wynn next up for the Blue Jays. And there's a ball.
Three-one count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. Luis Arias stands in.
Luis Arias.
Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So digging in, Ryan Bliss.
Number 1, second baseman, Ryan Bliss.
Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Number 30.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Kyle Tucker. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Fry makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Next pitch in the dirt. 2-1.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Swings through that.
2-2.
And that one a little below the knees. 3-2 down. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Anthony Santander.
Santander was named Player of the Month recently, and that's not the first time that's happened this year.
When you're winning Player of the Month more than once in the same season, you might be earning some other awards in the offseason. I think he's set up pretty well in the MVP race.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And that's too high, ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Here comes Christian Yelich.
Left fielder, Christian Yelich.
to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ball. Bottom of the fourth, and now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. So up next, Jose Miranda. Next offering is in for a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Right side. Throws to first in time, and Castellanos is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Game 5 of the ALCS. And now for the Jays, David Fry. Next pitch is outside. Ball 3.
Well, these Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Here's the center fielder, Lawrence Butler.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The Jays down by a pair here in Game 5 of the ALCS. That missed inside, and the count is even 2-2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Got him swinging. Gabriel Moreno now at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The next offering misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the power hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Big time gem right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Just missed. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece and stays alive. Now it's 3-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reaching for it and breaks it in.
Now batting.
Now it's Randy Arozarena.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
That one fouled off, 2-2. And there's a ball. 1 out, base is empty. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Guerrero. Home after the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Shortstop,
Two down, base is empty. And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Luis Arias. Man at second. This to third. Fry. Slings it across, and the inning is over. Top of the sixth inning. Leading off, Victor Caratini. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swings and misses. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. So up next for Toronto, Mason Wynn. Swinging a foul out of play.
This is the time you have to pull out every trick in your bag. They know the season is over with the loss. Things aren't looking great right now.
And he boots it. Still able to fire over. The throw is late, and they don't get an out on the play.
Now that second baseman.
Now at the plate, Andres Jimenez. In the air, left field, down the line. And a base hit right there. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Back-to-back singles. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
And the next pitch is way outside. Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was slow, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
And that is downstairs. And the count 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He sends it out of here. It's 3-2.
They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Here's Yelich at the dish. That one finds the zone. Full count now. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes. Strikeout number 8. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in is the speedy Ryan Bliss. And that's fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Number 30.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Well, with the shift on, hits right into it. Guerrero steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. So now it's the Mariners cleanup hitter, Julio Rodriguez. The Mariners trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And a big swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Up next for the Mariners.
Runner at first with 2 away. And stepping in for the Mariners, Jose Miranda. That's a little bit low.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
That one fouled off.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Bieber checks the runner, and he's back in safely. Rodriguez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner on the move. Taps softly third base side. A swinging bunt. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jacob Barnes.
Now pitching
Just
to
trying
the
to keep this
Mariners.
one close here, and this is where a bullpen
67.
can give their players a chance to
Jacob
fight back into the game.
Barnes.
Well, 1-run game. And now David Fry.
David Fry.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Slings to first. 1 up, 1 down. And next for Toronto, Lawrence Butler. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 5. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that one is inside.
Okay.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that ball.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Swings and misses, and 1 down below the zone.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Kendall Graveman.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And next is the designated hitter, Victor Caratini. And a count 1-2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. And it skips in the dirt. Out towards right center field. Rodriguez racing after it. Makes the grab after a long run. 2 away now.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And the slider just misses. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back there, and it's gone. He sends one out the opposite way. It's 6-2.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made it pay.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Ball to strike. Out to center. Rodriguez settles under it, and that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Mark Leiter Jr.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his
Number
arsenal,
56.
and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches
Mark
when he needs an out.
Leiter Jr.
Nick Castellanos at the
Leading up
plate
for
now.
the Mariners, the designated hitter, Nick Castellanos.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Leiter. Pretty much every manager's dream coming out of the pen. High strikeout, low walk. That is a recipe for success. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. The M's down by 4 here in Game 5 of the ALCS. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1.
Well, for a manager, when you can have that one special arm in the bullpen that you know is just reliable, tell you what, that makes his job a whole lot easier to manage a ball club.
A little bit low, and it's 3-2. And as a hitter, are you thinking swing from pitch 1?
I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm trying to recognize.
Oh, and a great stop. The throw, and it beats him. What a play.
Now batting, left fielder, Randy.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Swing and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2
Now
outs.
batting, the first baseman, Luis.
The pitcher on here, Chris Bubich.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Chris Bubich.
First and second, 2 outs. Luis Arias digs in now. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Mariners.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
43.
Ryan Burr.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
So digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting,
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. And a ball evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard hit, right side. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 down, base is empty. Now here is Christian Yelich. Next offering is down low. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Pickoff throw.
Yelich, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now it's going to be David Fry. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that's outside. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Around second is Yelich. Oh, the throw is wild. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Back-to-back base hits. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. Got the bat.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Gabe Spire.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now the center fielder, Lawrence Butler. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That one ripped, and foul ball. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. That one missed. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one upstairs.
3-2.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
So bases all loaded up. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. Out in front and foul to the left side. And a good eye there. And it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jason
Now
Foley.
pitching for the Blue Jays, number 68, Jason Foley.
Ryan Bliss
Leading up
getting
for
ready
the
to hit.
Mariners, the second baseman, Ryan Bliss.
That one misses. 2-1.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 30,
Next to hit, Kyle Tucker.
Tucker.
The Blue Jays leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's outside. They're down 3-1. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone.
1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Julio Rodriguez. Up the middle. Nice stop. The feed for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now the third baseman, Jose Miranda. Out to short, Win. The throw to second is offline.
Now pitching for
Zach
the
Jackson taking over on the mound.
number 61, Zach Jackson.
First and second, 2 outs. In now is the Mariners DH, Nick Castellanos. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well done, drives in the run. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
And now 2 balls and a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Just missed. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Brash.
Pretty tight
Now
game, so they're
pitching for the
looking for
Mariners,
quality pitches out of him right here.
number
Got to do his
47.
best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Victor Caratini. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Back foot slider struck him out. So up next, Mason Wynn. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and he went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Runner takes off. Line drive. Base hit. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Now it's going to be Vladimir. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and the lead is up to 5.
Nicely done. Brings home 2.
So they turn things over to the righty, Gregory Santos.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
1 out, runner at second. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. And that is cut on and missed. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone. Here's the left fielder, Christian Yelich. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely.
The third baseman, number 6, David.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now, David Fry. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the late stages of Game 5.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he brings it in for the 3rd out? Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Jose
Now
Leclerc.
pitching for the Blue Jays, number 37, Jose Leclerc.
And stepping in for the
Leading up
Mariners,
for the
Randy
Mariners,
Arozarena.
the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Batter, number 3.
And up next for
Shortstop,
Seattle,
J.P.
J.P. Crawford.
Crawford.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And they'll do it again. Swung on, belted. That's back. And there goes the dynamite. He hammers one out to right. And they cut into the deficit. It's 8-4. Luis Arias, the next to hit. Headed towards the corner. Santander racing after it. Makes a nice running catch. And it's 2 down. Michael Wacha comes on now.
Michael Wacha.
So last chance for the Mariners. Ryan Bliss up next for the Mariners. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in Game 5 of the ALCS. Right through there for a strike. Just off the outside edge.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
1 strike away. Chopped left side. And that one handled. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take Game 5 and keep their hopes alive.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
And our final here today, 8-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
And the Jays refuse to die once again. Let's have a look at the box score. For the Jays bats to score 8 runs on 11 hits, 3 walks, and strike out 11 times. Guerrero gets the double. Wynn and Santander hit the home runs. Wynn, Santander, and Guerrero get the RBIs. And for the pitching, Shane Bieber gets the win. And as a team, they give up 4 runs on 8 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 7. And with the win, the Jays stave off elimination, forcing Game 6 back in Toronto, as Seattle leads the series 3-2. And on the NL side, the Mets do the same thing. They win their Game 5, forcing Game 6, as LA leads the series 3-2. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next game for Game 6 of the ALCS between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners.